Hello there. Welcome to my stream. I am Nick, your dungeon master for the night, and today we are coming back with session 8 of Age of Titans 2. Yet again, continuing the momentum of the last 2 weeks. This is our third time running in a row of over the last 3 weeks, and last session we ended on some very dramatic moment, including a death, and a couple of our players are at, I think, single digit HP, but we don't let that deter us because if you have more than 1 HP, that's one more than you need. So, last session, our adventurers discovered the identity of the one behind the Celetis, this blight and disease that has been ravaging the people of Terran, a farming village in the Solvira Empire. They learned that he had been disguising himself as the innkeeper of the Golden Corn Inn, and that he is the chosen of the Plague Bearer, which is one of the profane 4 demigod children of Orcus, the demon god of undeath. After some planning, our adventurers decided to mislead Miramao, the Chosen, and attempted to deceive him into thinking that the inn was under attack in an attempt to clear the inn of all of its people before combat begins. They were partially successful before fight begins with the Plague Mage. Meanwhile, one other member of the party, Forsyth, had decided to go off on their own to head to the grove where Perilla is, the Dryad of Terran, who had been corrupted by the Celetis, in order to stop the Dauntless Vanguard, another adventuring party that is here in Terran to put a stop to this blight, so that they don't kill her and potentially induce famine throughout Terran. Forsyth arrived there to see Arborea Osisa. They are attempting to placate the corrupted Dryad and decided to, mess with them and use Thornwall to create a boxing ring and then make them kill each other. And in the end, when Arborea Osisa realized that she was going to die, she sacrificed her own life in an attempt to cleanse Perilla of her corruption. And in the ensuing explosion, Forsyth was knocked out, but not before they felt the passenger that had been residing within them for many years, the one who brought them back to life when they were killed by the Heart of Craven Maw all those years ago, abandoned them for the choice that they have made. And so we come near the end of last session, where our adventurers were able to defeat Miramao and kill him. But in the process, the Plague Bearer inhabited his body and came back to life and immediately caused a aggressive growth of poison and disease in both Alivial and John. While Alivial was just barely able to hold on, John was consumed by the tumors and the disease, and he is killed. And it is on this note that we start this session. So, Devon, you look down at your feet to the side. John lying on the ground, pus and growth growing all over his body, consuming it beyond recognition. What do you do?
Am terrified, consumed by terror, seeing what has happened to John. I look up and I just scan the room, and I guess I see Olivier is not doing very good. I guess everybody's not doing very good. There's not much I can do for John right now. I mean, he has to hang in there lah. Okay. I mean, I know he's dead, so I'm just gonna move a little bit closer, and I will. I'm so scared.
I'm so scared. I don't know if it's gonna work.
I am so scared.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but
R.I.P. And I will use my channel divinity to restore HP
On Alivial?
on Alivial and whoever this guy is.
Golnick.
Yeah, and there's nobody else, right?
That's alive, so.
That's alive. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. That's what I mean.
I think you can also heal yourself if your HP.
Yes,
low half.
correct.
Wow.
So I mean, I'm fine, but I will channel it for Eliviel and Galnick, so they should get up to whatever the half of their HP is.
Alright, so as you begin to channel this divine power that was bestowed upon you by a very unscrupulous source, the Herald of the Hells, you concentrate on it and you release your magic. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm so scared.
As you feel a secondary will impose upon you.
Oh.
Yeah, you are completely fine.
Oh.
You are able to conquer this secondary will that is pressing upon you, the will of the plague bearer, and you release your spell on both yourself, Alivial, and on Golnick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you release your spell on Alivial and Golnick, and they heal half your hit point maximum. So that is 33 HP
Yay.
for Golnick. Alright, so that's the end of your turn.
I mean, I'm just gonna zhunk spiritual weapon.
Alright, yeah, you can just draw your spiritual weapon into the map, put it somewhere, I think within 30 feet of you. Yeah, what does your spiritual weapon look like?
Forgot.
It's the bicep.
Yeah, it was a bicep,
Was
right?
it the
It
bicep?
is.
Yeah,
it
like a
is.
Johnny
Okay,
Bravo
okay,
style
okay.
bicep.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're
yes.
right. So
It
the
is.
bicep is just gonna like ka-tung.
Love that for
It's like
you.
the Popeye one.
So he's just gonna be like here, I guess. Wait, no. How do I undo? That's not a bicep.
Yeah, but yeah, you can roll your spiritual weapon damage first. That is so scary.
I'm rolling to hit. Yes.
Yes.
Take that.
Whoa!
Wow.
All right. Now
Whoa.
roll damage. Your crit only deals 1 extra damage because you rolled a 1 on a d8.
I mean,
It's still damage, so
yeah, it's still damage.
your bicep that you summoned, the spectral bicep, flex and just bonk onto the plague bearer's corpse, and it hits Miramal's corpse and just a bit. He is annoyed, I guess, as annoyed as a corpse can be, possessed by a god. So next up,
I'm good.
Atri, what are you doing?
I'm gonna bite it since I'm already constricting it. So I'm gonna bite.
All right, roll your bite attack with advantage.
Oh.
Roll again
Okay,
because
okay.
advantage. That's a 3, man.
Okay.
Oh, that definitely hits. Roll damage. Ooh, 16 damage, not bad.
Again, there's a piercing damage for 17 poison damage. So I roll for poison.
Oh, that's not bad. But sadly, this is a plague mage. He thrives
Yeah.
on poison, so he is
Oh,
immune to
okay.
poison. It doesn't heal him, but
Okay.
he is immune.
Oh.
Alright, but that is pretty good damage. So you coil around him, you open up your mouth, and you just sink your fangs into the corpse and deal your damage. And again, he doesn't react, but the damage does register and cut through. And now we cut to Forsyth. You are floating
What's up?
in darkness. This heavy weight pressing against you from all sides. And in that sleep of death, you see a light that flickers before you. A light curling like a wisp in the air, glowing a soft golden color. And it pulses over there. You have never seen this light before, and yet the presence is familiar. This is the being that saved you from the heart of Craven Maw all those years ago. It has abandoned you in body, but it seems in spirit it has lingered in this half sleep that you are in, and it seems to be waiting for something from you. What do you do?
So now I don't feel this spirit like connected to me at all.
Not anymore.
I see. Okay. I think Forsyth is... It's something that they can see, right?
Yes, like you're floating in a black void right now, and this wispy, dull, golden light is in front of you.
I think in that moment, Forsyth is very uncomfortable, and they just cry out into like the void, being like, "I don't know what to do," and that's all they say for now.
The light continues lingering there, unmoving. No voice, for it has none. No emotions, for it is no longer connected to you. You do not know if it registers what you said, but it lingers there for a couple more seconds. Then it fades away. And now, its true absence hits you like a pressure from nowhere thumping you in the chest, and your eyes open and you look around. You are back at Perilla's Grove, your fingers digging into the corrupted soil beneath you as you sort of like push your way up. You look in front of you, you see this bare branched cedar tree that is Perilla's home and anchor in the mortal realm. But Perilla herself is gone. And lying on the floor before you is the unmoving corpse of Arborea Ocisa, curled up to the side, her staff still impaled through her stomach. And we will get to what happened next. And now it is Gulnik's turn, who just went from like almost death to now fairly invigorated and deals his damage of, you know what, Gulnik, I don't blame you, you were dying just a few seconds ago, so that's the end of his turn. We move on.
Is that thing not dead yet?
It is not dead. It is lumbering a bit, slowing down. The damage is accumulated and it is hurt. And next up, we cut to John. Darkness. You linger there, aimless. You had been devoid of will for so long that to be incorporeal is your second nature. And you do not know how long you remained in this limbo. Then, you feel a sensation tugging at you, something familiar, something from a time when you are alive. You cannot remember what it is, but that familiarity is like a fiery beacon in this empty void of your existence for who knows how long. And almost involuntarily, you begin to drift in the direction of this pool, closer and closer and closer towards it. And then you hear a voice, an unfamiliar voice to you, and yet familiar nonetheless, a woman's voice, steeped in malice and cruelty. I was disappointed that you would break so easily, but I knew you were persistent. It's good that you are here now. I'm not done with you yet. Wait. You're not him. You're someone else. Who? Why? Broken toys don't repair itself after all. That is the reality of this world. But I think I'll allow this. Something different. Welcome, stranger. We're gonna have so much fun together. And I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw, just one man. Roll.
that is so in character.
Bruh.
The story
my
is
God.
writing itself.
That's crazy.
You're
You.
also crazy.
Alright. So, you latch onto this familiar foreign sensation, and all of a sudden, you went from feeling nothing to feeling everything. Your eyes open and you feel pain rip through your body, and you as you lurch, looking around through blurry vision. You're lying on a wooden floor of some kind. There are sounds of screams and growls and death all around you. It is thick in the air, and you look down in your hands and you see, clutching in your right fists, a blade with blood red steel, and you are alive once more. And you look around. Towards your right, a man in his 50s with a thick beard standing there, seemingly focused on a colorful spectral bicep that is lingering next to a gigantic snake coiled around what looks like a dead body. You see corpses littering the floor towards the entrance of this building that you're in. You see a dwarven man with a great axe struggling against a animated corpse, and you see a white-haired half-elf clad in heavy armor facing off against the snake. Or is it the dead body called up within it? What do you do?
I'm going to assess my surrounding and see who I'd say. I mean, I know myself that that I'm in a battle of some sort. I'm probably going to reeling from the shock that I am, and just walking all the way through the side of a bar there, and just do nothing, man.
Like you just back away into your bar, like completely overwhelmed by what's happening around you.
Exactly.
All right. But yes, you can refill your HP back to full as you are
That's cool.
returned back. Next turn is Miramao. The light of the Dawn Mother emanating from Elivio continues to burn him. And you can see his skin sizzling. And as the corpse begins to twitch, it looks at you, Atri, in your Ophidian form. It looks around at each of you that is inside here. Its gaze fixing on you, Devan, towards Olivia. And then Miramao's mouth opens and this raspy voice comes out. He didn't come to me, my chosen, my love. Where are you? And he's going to look upon you, Eliviel, and you are going to feel a sharp sensation blooming into you, a familiar sensation as necrotic energy calls up around your body as the Plague Bearer casts Finger of Death on you. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 24. I don't know why it's 0 over there.
27?
Okay, so you take half damage, so that is 37 necrotic damage. And then it's gonna turn towards you, Devan, after seeing you conquer his will, or rather the will of the Plague Bearer. The corpse's eyes will flash yellow and a beam streak out towards you for a 25 to hit you.
What is my AC? Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so you take 34 poison damage and I need you to make a con save. It is 24, not 20 anymore because of the mythic trait.
You should have advantage +5 because you're still within my range.
Con save, huh?
Yes.
Mhm.
18!
Not enough, not enough.
Alright, so I need you to roll a d6 for me to see what kind of disease you are inflicted with, but you are nonetheless poisoned. As soon as the yellow light strike you, you begin to shake involuntarily as a seizure overcome you. You currently have disadvantage on all dexterity checks, saving throws, and attack rolls that use dexterity. Now, top of the round, Miramao regains all of his legendary actions, and Elivio, it is your turn.
I'm so sorry. Do I need to roll a con save for my bless?
Oh yes, you do. Concentration. You'll need to beat an 18. Okay, so you're fine.
Why couldn't it roll so nice just now?
You are like just shaking. It almost looks like from the rest of you that Devon is having a heart attack.
He keeps saying he's an old man.
So I'm like, oh, not now, please, not now. No. But you can't hear it, it's just going.
Tongue flick, flick, flick.
Yeah, the nervous flicking of the tongue.
I guess we keep hitting.
Alright, so roll your attack. You have advantage because of the restraint. Oh yes, that definitely hits, and it does do the 23 damage. It cuts through because of the extra undead damage. Oof, you slam.
One more.
Oh wait, you have disadvantage because you are poisoned.
I drank a potion advantage, wouldn't it be a straight roll?
Yeah, so it becomes a straight roll. So yeah, 27 still hits.
I'm just gonna pump a smite.
Oh, alright.
I need this fucker dead.
Alright, so you deal another 28 as you your light flares in godly and holy light, and you roll your divine smite.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I need this
Nice.
fucker dead.
And this time, as you smite onto it, you see half of Merrimao's corpse face sloof off, revealing the skull and the flesh beneath it from that damage. It is very close to being destroyed right now. Which naturally means next round, let's see if there's any... You know what, screw it. Its eyes are looking at you and it sees the amount of damage it's doing. This half-destroyed face of Miramar look at you and you again hear the Plague Bearer's voice come out. Servant of the Dawn Mother, did you take his soul from me? He is mine. And she is going to use all 3 legendary actions to do aggressive growth again. I need you to make a con save.
He's gonna really try to kill me, man.
Yep. Okay.
24.
So that is just ngam a success. So what is your hit point maximum?
Maximum hit point is 219.
219, half that is 108. So you take 108 necrotic damage.
I am.
Are you at how much HP are you
Alive?
at?
Alive?
Can you see my? Can you see mine?
I cannot see your
I
HP.
think.
I'm back to square one when we last started. Is that what you want to know?
Oh, so you're back to single digit HP. But you
Yeah.
are still alive. That's the important thing. And as you feel that aggressive growth of the poison sear right into your body, you hear a voice in your head. Ooh, that looks like it hurts. My sister really hates you, doesn't she? What did you do with her? And you see, lingering just outside the periphery of your vision, feathers, you see a long pointed beak as a manifestation of the Carrion King appear before you just outside of your vision.
Hello?
Ah, yes.
Lord.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It seems that desperation has drawn you to utilize my generous gift to you. And now you stand 1 foot in death's door. I can help you. Just give in, or will you succumb like your friend?
I refuse. I will persist.
We shall see. And next up is the writhing zombie who is engaged in this David Goliath combat with Golnick this entire game. And we'll see what he does. So it makes 2...
For story purposes, I hope it's a really bad roll. Oh, dang.
Holy shit, 16 damage. But
Goodbye,
thankfully,
Galnick.
the zombies can no longer use the worm attack because the holy light from Alivio has burnt all of them away. So it's just a normal, thick zombie right now. Devan, it is your turn.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Olivia, can you describe your physical condition right now?
I am writhing on the floor, puking up blood. That's, I think, because it's a plague bearer, you can see that the blood is a different shade of hue instead of bright red.
It
It's
is
like
black.
mutated blood. Yeah, it's black. And I am struggling to keep myself up as we speak.
Yeah,
But
and where the blood lands on the wooden boards, it begins to sizzle.
And Devan sees this happening and he mumbles to himself, "Not today." He's gonna do it again.
Oh, you channel
Channel
divinity.
Divinity, preserve life, and get her fully pump her back up.
All right, roll your wisdom saving throw.
advantage plus 5. Advantage plus 5.
Well, let me roll one
Oh yeah,
more.
that is definitely enough. So you regain the HP you lost.
And I will also use my spiritual weapon
To smack.
to bonk him again. So I gotta. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Okay, yeah, 16. As you muscle it against the plague bearer's chosen's corpse, it misses. Already it strikes it, but it doesn't do any damage. Like you've hit a part of its body that is not being utilized for reanimating it currently.
That's all we have for today.
All right, and now, Atri, you are up.
I'm just gonna chomp on him. Chomp his fingers since he keep on doing finger of that.
All right. Oh yeah,
Never
that definitely hits. Roll damage.
Bitch.
Hmm.
I don't need to roll the poison since it's nothing. So yeah.
All right. So you chomp
Still alive, I think.
onto the plague bearer's corpse, and Atri, how do you destroy Miramal's corpse?
Oh, basically, I bit straight into its abdomen, like in between, and then I break his back. So it's like 90 degrees now.
Ooh. And as it emits its final exhale, all of you feel this overwhelming pressure inside the inn fade away as Miramal's corpse dies its second death and the plague bearers vacates it, and it slumps in your coiled embrace. And with that, the chosen of the plague bearer is finally defeated. But the zombie remains alive.
Oh my
So,
fucking god.
Come on, Galnick.
so at the end of your turn, AJ, so you've used your action, you still have your movement. Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to move?
Can I eat it?
You want to eat the plague bearer's corpse. You know what?
Later. I'll eat
Alright.
it. I will let go of the corpse.
Alright, so it just lands
And
there.
then I will move towards. Oh, I can reach it,
Yeah.
I think.
You just slide all the way there. And as you are on your way sliding towards the zombie, you finally realize that John is alive. He is leaning against the bar right now, staring at everything wide-eyed. The last you saw of him, he had been consumed by boils and tumors and dead. And now, as you all watch the snake pass, Olivia and Devon, your eyesight are also pulled in that direction, and you notice that John is alive again.
Gasp.
The fuck, John?
Huh? I thought you would just. What?
And on that note, we will cut to Forsyth. So Forsyth, you are currently awake again, sitting in the middle of the dead grove of Perilla, and just in front of you is the unmoving corpse of Arborea Osisa. You look around you, you don't see anyone here yet. No other farmers, no dauntless vanguard. What do you do?
If I remember correctly, Sarah wanted the head of Osisa?
The heart.
The heart.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, I guess I take it. Like, nobody here.
Well, if no one's gonna take it, I'll don't mind if I do.
I'm saying nobody here. Nobody here to watch me do it anyway.
All right.
So, yeah, I think Portia's gonna like kind of look around to see if there's anyone watching, and then yeah, carve her heart out, I guess.
All right, I would like you to roll me a sleight of hand. This won't determine whether you're successful or not. You will be successful, but it will determine how long it takes. Grand Theft Auto
Imagine
of a
rolling that
heart.
one.
These damn ribs, I can't cut through it. My scalpel's too thin.
Oh, okay. That is a dirty 20. I rolled an
Oh.
18 plus 2.
All right, let me roll something.
Bruh.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you crawl your way to Arborea Osisa's corpse. She lies there, her eyes open, seeing nothing. You grab onto the staff that is embedded in her stomach and you slide it out so that you can push her to lie down onto her back. You loom over her. You retrieve a dagger from your belt. And then, without trying to think too much about it, before any sort of other emotions can well up, you begin to hear the crunch and crack as you break through her ribs one by one to remove the sternum to get at the heart beneath it. And eventually, it takes you quick work. You do not know if adrenaline is speeding your hand or if Silra herself is guiding you, but you are able to perform this task with surprising nimbleness for someone who has never done something like this before. And before long, you have clutched in your bloody hand a still beating heart of Osisa
It's still beating?
softly.
Bro.
And you can see the heart is normal, like the red and moist, but then you see a part of it has this like blackish growth on it that just spreads along one side of it as if it is like slowly eating at it. But as you remove the heart, you can see the blackness begins to sort of like shrivel up and sinks into the flesh, and then the heart stills in your hand. You have Osisa's heart. How do you contain it?
Do I have anything in my inventory? Perhaps I can keep it with.
I'll say that, I mean, it's easy enough for you to just have like a thick cloth with you that you can just wrap it around with.
That is so funny. What do you talk? I mean, I think what forces would prefer. I think what they're gonna do is like see if they can. Has forces called upon Silra prior to this without like Silra just like coming unannounced?
Oh, that is up to you to decide. But I'll say that
Oh.
in recent months, she has just been MIA.
Right? I think so too. And I don't think that they're the kind to like reach out so much unless it's for things like this. So I think that they would know how to. So Fortunes is just kind of like, yeah, I think they're gonna try and call Silra to like take it away from them, I guess.
Alright, so as you sort of like holding onto the heart in front of you, as you get ready to pray to Silra, you hear a voice in your head. Good job, Forsyth. You've pleased me immensely. Now burn it.
Okay. And I think that just in that moment they just cast like a. I mean, prestidigitation works, right?
I think presentation lets you burn something. Like start a campfire, right? I think you can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it's easy enough for you. You put the heart there and you use your prestidigitation to set the fire and then it begins to burn.
I have an idea. I was thinking more of like, because I don't want to leave any evidence behind, so I'm just holding onto the heart and letting it burn in my hands.
Alright, so you watch as it burns in your hands, clutching it. You don't even feel the heat of the fire flickering along your palm and your fingers. The fire reflecting in your eyes as you watch it begins to shrivel and consume by the fire until all that's left in your hand is this solid piece of charcoal that once informed the shape of a heart. And again, you feel a surge of satisfaction that goes through you as if voicing Silra's pleasure at you succeeding in your tasks. And again, you hear her voice go, "Good pet, here's your reward." And you feel a surge of power course through you. And you have received the blessing of Silra. Once per day, you can cast Dominate Monster for free. So you can just add that to your character sheet. And as that happens, you begin to hear a couple of footsteps behind you. And then you hear a voice go, "What happened here?" And then you look over your shoulder and you see the familiar figures of the Dauntless Vanguard standing there. At its head, the half-elf man who is a paladin of Oberon, the High King that you also serve, Forsyth, looking around the area. And then eventually all six of them, their eyes fixed on the dead body that you are kneeling in front of. And we will leave you on that as we move on to the next turn. And Goldic...
Kanto eh. Kinikanto eh.
Goldic continues to fight this zombie. And he misses as he swings at it. His axe catches against the flesh of it and it tears, but it does no damage. And the shambling zombie continues to loom. And now, John, what do you do?
FKA John just looking around and still try to assess the situation, but he now has one target in his head, and that's that particular zombie. So At this time, John just looking into this one very like curiously blade, and after that he willed it, and after that he grinned upon the zombie, just dashing into the zombie, just like fap, just like that. Let's have some fun with this. Pop, roll.
Oh,
It
is
was
this
a
a
card. I
Roll.
see you rolling. Ooh, that one.
Roll.
Nice.
Bro.
Amazing.
technically
That's
a
crazy.
technically a 16 hits, but because it's a natural one, it auto fails.
Bruh.
It was a traumatic revival.
Yeah. As you sort of like jump forward and you swing the red vein blade before you, the blade sinks into the zombie and it goes, "Ugh!" And then it turns and looks towards you, and you realize that even though you had stabbed into an area where all of its organs had already necrotized, and so it does no damage. And now, Allevial, you are up. You see the suddenly resurrected John lurch at the zombie and stab at it, but it did no damage. What do you do?
Do I actually see that the Dormammu's light did not do any damage to John?
No, it did not.
Okay, so it has not identified it as an enemy, so I will assume. I think Ellie was like, what the fuck? John's alive, and then Ellie's gonna think, okay, so it's not an enemy towards us, it should be, we'll figure out what's wrong with John later. Let's get rid of that zombie first. Swing it.
Alright, do it!
Okay.
The zombie turns around to face you.
I need you to roll.
Oh Jesus.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Yup, it does do the damage.
Still alive?
Yeah, it is. One of its hands falls off.
Roll again, I guess. Am I still poisoned?
Oh yes,
Is it
yes.
still alive?
Oh yes, the plague bearer is dead, so all of the poison condition on all of you fades away. So
Is
with
it
that
still-
final
still
blow,
alive?
yes, you carve onto it, and this time the explosion of light from your blade completely eradicate this zombie, and it slumps down where your feet is, dead. With that, you look around, all of you, taking a deep breath as the conflict comes to an end. So what do you all do as the calm settles back in the inn?
I'm gonna stagger forward and I say, "Is everyone okay?" But as I say this, I'm looking directly at John.
He only goes, I'm alright, as he clutches himself and he leans against the table, against the bar, though his eyes are haunted as he looks down at all of the bodies of his friends.
I'm gonna mass cure wounds for everyone. 3d8 is what? 8 3 24. Oh shit, need to bring out my calculator.
Yeah,
Hold on.
24.
No,
3,
it's 24 plus 12
That's 36.
plus.
36.
Hold on, there's a feat. Sorry, there's a healing feat.
Oh yeah, Devin, you are no longer seizing because the poison ended.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 43 for everyone.
Here,
Thank
Grandpa.
you.
And as you are standing
luck.
there, John, seeing all these people looking at you, memories begin to come back. Is it your memories? Someone else's? You don't know, but names come back to you. Devan, the Leviel, the snake, Atri. Yes, I know these people. He knows these people. Your brain hurts like a sharp migraine, but memories are coming back to you as to why you are in this inn, why these people are here, and why you are with them.
Champ, looking at Leviel, Champ, looking at Evan, Grandpa, Snake. This is the other one.
Can I insight check John?
Yeah, Champ. Yes, as like Champ.
Because like, so I saw him die from the plague, right? And then now he's back alive. Like, I want to know from a physician point of view, are the plague still on him? Have they gone away?
You don't even
Like,
have to roll for
what?
this. You are a
Okay.
life cleric. You just naturally notice what has happened is completely impossible without magic or divine intervention.
So means he has no boils, nothing, is it?
Now,
He's just like
he's flesh.
cleansed.
Yeah.
No pus, nothing, none.
Oh wow, okay.
He has like blood
clean.
on him from like combat and his own blood, but They are all completely gone. Alright, his injuries are all completely gone.
Okay.
No, Olivia, I'll counter spell that. No.
That's not a counter spell.
no.
That's not a counter spell.
No, I'll say you use divine sense. You sense nothing. As far as you can tell, John is just himself again.
I'm just doing that just to make sure that is there any other chosen that I have to fight again, or any other fiend or undead within my 60 feet? Is there anybody else? I'm not only focusing on John.
Yeah, there is nothing else inside here.
Okay, then I will, after I finish my divine sense, I will notify the coast is clear. There should be no more fiend, undead within 60 feet of us. We should be safe now.
How are you alive? I say to John.
John. Which John again?
John.
John.
Damn.
I'm so sorry.
You get one inspiration.
Yes!
I will look at John. I will also ask Devin, maybe some divine intervention by some god, if it's not physically impossible. Doctor?
He just said, who's John? Is this even John?
I mean, you see how he died. Could be the side effect. I don't know. You're the doctor here.
Side effect. And this is the moment where you just see like Devan has his head in his hands and he just like squats down with like total unbelief on his face, because like it's not just that scientifically it's not possible, but he knows for sure this can only be done by some divine power. But at the same time, John not recognizing that he's John.
Who's John, man? Who's John in this sense? What is John that you're separating about?
I will look at quote unquote John. What do you remember then? If you don't remember John, which is
I'd say remember the ships, the Craven Mall, the Soliona, how I met you guys. Oh, the battle. That's all.
Do you remember who you are?
What do you mean who I am? What? Oh, what?
Okay.
What? You
Okay,
think
wait.
so weird about?
okay. Wait, Devin, I got an idea.
Okay.
Who is your beloved mistress? The one that you will give your life for?
The Blood Countess, the Grand Duchess Dominica.
That's the wrong question, Olivia.
I don't know.
What?
Why when we first met you were trying to
Murder someone, exactly. I'm not trying to murder someone. I'm just in a part of something that's more grander. I was just someone who is as a scapegoat.
You were not a scapegoat.
No, I was
You
not.
caused the deaths. You had community service.
It was. What do you mean, community service? A death ravage just given a community service?
I would keep on staring at John. So you remember some part?
And it is on
And
that
you saw
note,
the blade.
you all begin to hear
Blade.
footsteps enter the room, and you see the familiar side of Berman walking and goes, "Oh my gods, we heard the sounds of conflict die down. What happened here? Is the plague mage dead?"
Points at the plague mage.
Or the other.
Yep.
A3 just swallow it.
Oh, you swallow his corpse.
Yeah, I told you I'm eating it.
Oh yeah, so you're in the
And-
background just
and-
munching.
Yeah, because everyone is just like so intense, and then I'm like, I'm hungry, so. And I used to eat all my enemies, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Halfway
would-
through, you can see the feet sticking out from my mouth.
Ooh. Berman looks very disturbed by that. Is like, Okay.
I'll look at the vermin and I'll explain the situation, including the fact that the plague mage is a chosen of you know who,
All right.
and trying to calm down the situation. Do not worry about the snake eating the corpse as we speak.
Can I roll a wisdom save to see if Devan throws up after he, as he sees like A3 eating a thing?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You have advantage +5.
I don't want the advantage. Can I roll at
Yes,
disadvantage?
I will veto that advantage.
Oh my god.
Because I want to see the old man throw up. Oh Jesus.
Wow.
What
Disadvantage.
do disadvantage?
I will give you
Disadvantage, right?
disadvantage just for this. You throw up just a little bit.
Okay.
Is it-
Inside your mouth, you're like, ugh.
Like yeah, inside my mouth.
Yeah, you tried to do the projectile vomit like at the opening of Pitch Perfect, but it just
Yeah.
dribbles into your beer instead, like just a stream.
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, just soak it in a
Yuck.
bit. And as you're like, "Ugh,"
Ew.
you sort of like fall onto your knees a bit, just looking at that side like, oh, that's just wrong. You suddenly
That's disgusting. That's so unhygienic.
Well, Adri just giving you the side eye and just continuing swallowing.
you vomit a bit
Grandpa.
more as a little bit more puke dribbles into your beard.
Yeah, because imagine eye contact, it's like people eating a banana, but I'm eating a human.
And it is at that moment, Devon, you hear a voice speak into your head that you immediately register as a sending spell. You hear, Devon, hope I'm not interrupting. I've figured out a means for you to conquer the mind-altering enchantment you told me about. Meet me when you're able. It's most intriguing. And then spell ends, and it is the voice of Icarus.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm the only one,
Yes,
right?
it's a sending spell directly to you.
Great. Okay, I betray nothing on my face.
Alright. And A3
You too-
burps after
Have you
swallowing
seen
it.
that? Yeah, have you seen a giant snake burp? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
And the stench of it almost make you hurl
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, because it is a corpse. I mean, it's undead. So,
Yep.
yeah,
And
pretty much fermented, guys.
oh god, it gets worse every time. And with that, as you all begin to sort of like clean up after yourself and have your debriefing meeting up with the mayor, we are going to cut to the tree. How do you respond to the question from Xanon as they all approach you? Like, from your body
My-
angle, they do not see the heart in your hand.
My question is my disguise self still on?
You sort of look down at yourself and you notice that you are still indeed Aerith from Final Fantasy.
Okay, awesome. That's fine. That's fine by me. I mean, the heart in my hand, is it like...
It looks like a piece of charcoal now. Like, at close examination, it might be revealed as a heart, but casual glance, probably they won't be able to identify it.
Oh, okay. I assume that I would have a bag, and I want to say that my bag is like angled like in front of me rather than like behind me. So I think they just came, right?
Yes, they just arrived.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freaking start wailing, and while I'm wailing, I'm like my arms are like doing like some crazy thing, and I'm like, well, actually, I'm gonna start. You know that like when you start crying, you're like those like little chokes. So Forsyth is gonna choke up a little bit, and then while they're doing that, just hiding the piece of charcoal into their bag, and I'm just gonna try and look as completely terrified as I can.
Roll me deception with advantage.
Oh, what the hell? Bro,
What did
Okay.
you roll?
I rolled a 15.
On advantage?
Yeah, on advantage. Because I rolled a 2 and a 4 on Forge.
Oh, do
And I
you-
have a plus 11.
Do you have a inspiration?
I don't remember.
Hmm.
Wait.
I feel like you do have one from a while back. You did a recap once, many years ago, or rather last year, I think.
Might as well, right?
If anything, I have lucky as well, I guess.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
will say, yeah, you might want to use the lucky
If this one doesn't turn out so well, yeah, I
Mhm.
agree.
because it is
Okay,
6 of them.
I don't think I have to. I have 24 now.
Yes. Oh yeah, so you begin to wail and do your choking sob, and then Zanen will instantly, like, his guard like goes from the horror of seeing that corpse, just goes, he doesn't look like he's used to handling these type of stuff as some of the others will like close in, and he goes, there. He looks at his other companions and sort of like pats you on the head, and then you see the very tall, burly woman with the great axe on her back just face palms, like, and then she will just walk up this woman and sort of like kneels down and look eye level with you. It's all right. You're safe now. What happened here?
I don't know. I was just walking in the woods like I do, and I stumbled upon this, and I thought it was just someone on the floor, I don't know. I just came up and I saw her, and like Portia looks back on the corpse and then like looks super terrified, and then immediately like jerks their head back away, and it's just I just don't know. And like they're like on the verge of like puking.
As soon as that's happening, Zanen is like, it's all right. We are the Dauntless Vanguard. We are here to. We're on top of this. It's best if you head back to the village. It's safer there. There's another adventuring party in town. They are called the Heralds of the Wildlands. You can seek them out if you are able. They can protect you.
Thank you. Could I have someone escort me? And then they just like fully puke on someone. Actually, they want to puke on someone.
I'll say you puke on Zanen because it's funnier. As you all over him, and then you hear from the back this short halfling fella just go, and then Zanen just glares at him, and then he instantly quiets down, like, oh, but still like with that very mischievous look. And then Zanen goes, well, if you wish, we can have someone lead you back to Terran, just to keep your path safe. Why don't you do it, Salgrim? And then you can see the halfling who had been laughing. Do I have to? And then Zanen just looks at him some more, like just glares, like, fine. And then the halfling is just gonna sort of like walk up to you, go, follow me. Don't puke on me. Stand 10 feet behind me. Let's go. And then he begins to walk.
Fortune's just gonna like go up to they're gonna like wipe off like the vomit with like a cloth, just like a random cloth on their clothes, and then they're gonna go all the way up to this guy and like hold him, and it goes like, sir, I really don't want to be alone. Please, can I stand by you, please? I just can't. What if we see another one? Why are people dropping dead left and right? Please, can I just walk right next to you?
And Salgrim looks like he wants to complain, but then he sort of looks at Zanen, and then the tall woman just gives him a look. He's like, fine, you may walk beside me.
Fortune's like, oh, thank you, good sir. Your kindness is very much appreciated. And then while they're saying that, their hand is like one arm like linked with his, and then the other like holding onto like their chest, just like, thank you so much for your kindness. And then kind of guiding this guy, being like, okay, I believe it. This is where I came from. And they like, walk off with him.
And with that, you subjecting this halfling Salgrim to a very uncomfortable, agonizingly slow for him walk back to Terran. as behind you see the other Dauntless Vanguard sort of like gather around the corpse, and then Zanen goes, spread out, the Dryad is around here somewhere. And then that is the last you hear as you walk with Salgrim back to Terran. And with that...
Okay, wait, quick
yes.
question. So I didn't see Perilla at all.
No, the moment you woke up, she is just gone.
Okay, yeah. So I can't do anything about that. But my internal mission is gone. What are people? Wait, chat. What leaves?
Yeah,
Chat. What
you were
leaves?
supposed to gather perilla leaves, but since you're here,
You
every
promised.
but every plant here is dead. Do not let the pictures fool you. Those leaves are actually withered and grayed and yellowed.
Damn.
Yeah, there is no
Um,
life here.
I'm good. Okay, yeah, that's it.
All right. So with that, you make your way back to Terran. In the aftermath of this extremely pixelated map of Terran that is on my screen right now, you all sort of like have your debriefing with Lorley Vunin, the mayor, telling her everything that has happened so far. Is there anything you're withholding from her?
We do not tell her that A3 ate the thing.
All right. I mean, Berman will tell it if you don't, because he's like, that is the strangest thing I've ever seen. I think it's gonna remain in my nightmare for the next couple of months at least. And then Lorley also looks a bit like, are you sure you're alright, A3? Swallowing the body of a plague mage, I can't imagine that is good for your gullet.
I mean, I had worse things before, so I'm okay. I'm just hungry at that moment, and I'm a bit angry that he's killing all my friends. Almost killing all my friends. Yeah, so I'm fine. Thanks.
Alright, well, in any case, thank you all for doing what you do for killing the plague mage. I've already received report from some of the other guards that the black sludge, or the saletis as you described it to me, are fading. The people who were sick are beginning to mend. It seems that the plague is dying with this Miramal. So the risk of the blight and a famine that we had been worried about is past. Offer my thanks to the Empress for sending all of you here.
Is Forces with us?
Not yet. It will be after you had your little meeting with the mayor and you left the mayor's office. Go like a couple of blocks away, just talking among yourself until eventually you hear, like from down an alleyway, a voice goes, I heard one of you died from the plague mage, but it seems that all of you are accounted for. And you see that Yesrona is there with her hood up. So I take it Miramar is dead now?
I will stare at A3.
I will also stare at A3.
He is
Yeah.
more than
I
dead.
believe he's dead and being digested right now, so... No, I did not say that. I just say yes, he is dead.
That is a pity, but I suppose it has to be done. He has fallen very far from the light.
Okay, wait. Just remind me. He became the chosen of the plague bearer, was it?
Yes.
Or
When the plague bearer ascended to godhood, he immediately bestowed upon Miramal a portion of her power and made him chosen then and there. He was the first chosen among the Profane Four.
I mean, I guess he's reunited now.
yeah, recall the words that Date spoke out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the word spoke out specifically said that Miramal's soul is absent from the plague bearer's realm. That's why she came and inhabited his body. She thinks that you all stole his soul from her.
I will relate that to your Sorona. Do you have
Oh.
any idea?
What? The only thing that I know that could prevent a soul from passing on to the domain of the god that they worship is a soul cage spell. Did any of you soul cage him?
We didn't get a chance. Also, my soul cage is full.
Yes, Meryl is still
Really?
inside there, in case you all forgot.
Yeah.
I remember. You remembered.
In that case, I don't know. Perhaps it is a deal that he made in order to do this plot that he is. But regardless, you have stopped Miramal from bringing the Plague Bearer's cult down a path that goes against the doctrine of the Plague Bearer, so you have my thanks. And if you ever find yourself in need of healing from diseases and poison, or you find yourself in need of purchase of said poison, you can seek us out.
Purchase of poison?
Yes, you can find us in almost any towns and city in Oris. You just need to know where to look, and we will sell you our wares at a cost, as an
Do
appreciation.
we just search for Tharkans, such as yourself, in alleyways?
Yes.
What about
Good to
immunity?
So, you have managed to earn the trust of the Tarkans, and you now know how to look for Tarkan vendors wherever they're within civilization. And they are usually found in back alleys, taverns, running herbalist shops, or under the employ of the odd prominent nobles. And these Tarkans, because of Yesrona sort of like spreading the word, they will recognize you and will sell their wares or their services to you at a cheaper rate. And so at any given time when you meet up with a Tarkan, they will have a certain amount of poisons or potions for sale, and it will be at a 40% discount for all of you. And you can also pay for them to cast either protection from poison, lesser restoration, or greater restoration.
Nice.
Yeah, but those will cost the amount of gold it would take based on the level of the spell. But of course, again, like I said, you have discounts.
Great.
Yeah, so this every time you do this, you cannot do it again for the next 7 days. So just to prevent it from being completely broken, we'll just say you find them and then they just disappear. You know, the Tarkans, they fade in and out from the shadows. You can also, if you wish, summon them as allies, and it will summon a certain numbers of either Master of Pestilences or Contagions of Tarka, and they will show up within 1d12 plus 4 hours at a location of your choice. So you have earned their alliance, you know, like in Baldur's Gate 3 where you click the button and you summon allies, something like that. But of course, this one, it takes time for them to show up.
Nice.
But yeah, so with that information, Yesrona fades in the background, and it is about this time that you rejoin with Forsyth. I'll say Forsyth, the moment Salgrim brought you into Terran, like, I'm guessing you're talking his ear off, right? Probably along the way. It feels like the Forsyth thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah, he has this, like, you know, the look of someone who has checked out like an hour ago, like the entire time. And he responds with, "Nice. Did you? Huh. Alright." Yeah. Just throughout the entire thing while his gaze is just like flat. And then the moment Tara comes into view, like, "Oh look, there's Taryn, alright. Well, it has been a pleasure. Stay safe." He turns around and he just, because he's a rogue, he just run, dash with bonus action, then dash with action to just, and he just vanishes off.
Damn, I was about to pickpocket him, bruh.
Barely pickpocketing the
You could
rogue.
Yeah, I
just
won't.
the entire journey.
Huh?
You know what? I'll allow you to make one sleight of hand check. Just to see, and we'll see what you manage to lift from him.
As long as I don't get caught, if I roll low, I'm gonna use my luck point on that.
This is what you use it on.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm gonna use a luck point on that. I rolled because I got an A, and that's not.
Jesus.
I don't feel good with that. So I'm gonna use a luck point. Okay. Okay, there you go. Dirty 20. Let's go.
Alright, so I will now roll perception check for Salgrim.
He's checked out.
Yep. Oh yeah, he has disadvantage because he's checked out. Okay. Alright, so you are able to lift from him as he just like dash away. You have 2 vials of wyvern poison.
Wyvern.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Iron poison.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Alright, and so with that, you enter Terran, and you eventually rejoin with the others, and they sort of like share with you what has happened in the inn, presumably. Yeah, so you have all met up.
At the moment I walk in the door, I like, take off the disguise and I am fully Forsyth. Because I also don't want the whole team to know that I was there like that.
Alright. So yes,
Because we definitely suss you out.
yeah, so Forsyth has rejoined all of you.
What happened to my griffin?
What?
My griffin that I sent with you? Where's my griffin?
I don't know. The griffin got spooked, so like it just kind of flew away. I think it may have sensed that you were in danger or something.
I would give specific instruction to not leave you. And you
I
should
don't know.
obey. Okay, I know for a fact my griffin does not do that. Can I roll something?
No, it's fine.
Suss out.
You know that your griffin has been dispelled because now that the situation has died down, you've concentrated and wait, your spell has ended.
Okay. Okay, if that's the case, then I will ask what has happened to my griffin. since I know that it's dead?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know.
Roll a deception check and Olivia roll an insight check.
I roll a 27 for.
Jesus.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, so yeah. As far as you're concerned, Olivia, your griffin just disapparated itself, which has happened before. Sometimes your steed, they're just upset with you or something, or they feel that their purpose is done, they'll just bamf themselves away.
I see.
Yeah, and Fortius is giving you like the dumbest face known to man, being like, I really don't know what happened.
That One Punch Man face.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. But the thing is, I know you're lying, but I can't prove that you're lying.
You don't know that I'm lying.
You don't rolled high enough that you completely believe Forsyth, like that they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Not. Okay, okay, fine. Damn. I will then. Olivia was like, "Are you okay?" and get back to the issue at hand. Well, at least you're safe for Siv.
Yeah. I mean, you can summon your griffin again, right?
Yeah, but I'll save it for now. I'll look at Devon and say that you want to go back to the city. I'm going back to Zetrum because I need to talk to Princess Lauren and give her the update of what's happening in the city. Would you like a ride back?
Sure, I want to check in with Icarus anyway.
Thumbs up.
We should
That's my plan.
carpool. We should griffin
Yeah.
pool.
Griffin Bull. But yeah, I mean, regardless, I think all of you are also heading back to Zetrum for the time being, right? Like this, since you've completed your major quest, just to rest up, follow up on your side quests and your personal stuff.
I mean, it's either we go back to Zetrum or continue to our next pick stop, which is
Harkon.
Harkon, right? Yeah.
Just so you know, remember that you are all level 18, so when you're performing your, your side or personal quest, you can all split up. I am not the kind of DM that would throw you all into a scenario where if you're alone, you will die. You are all competent heroes by this point.
So, okay, looking at the map right now, next pit stop after Terran is Harkon. So, unless you guys want to follow back to Zetrum, we can meet you guys at Harkon.
I'll meet you guys at Harkon later.
Oh, just so you know, Olivia, this message from Destin does say, meet alone.
It's okay. I can get a horse.
Oh wait, no. I can just give you the griffin, and I cannot concentrate on 2 times, right?
No, it's okay. I'll just take a horse. I'm sure there are horses here that did not die
Yes.
to the sludge.
Animals were spared the black sludge.
Horsey fat.
I mean, we know that it doesn't affect animals, so that's why it's okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, Olivia, it's fine.
I'm scared old grandpa might get injured by backboard halfway through. I mean, I guess I have to go Harkon alone then.
I'm gonna be there.
Oh, Adri, you're
Okay.
following?
Yeah, I'm following because I need to meet Empress Lauren.
Oh, so you're following Devon.
Mm.
Alright, so Atri and Devon is heading back to Zetrum, Eliviel is heading to Harkon. What about you, John?
I'll probably going to go to Zetrum alone, but instead of going through the road, I'm not going through the forest area. I'm trying to figure out where I am right now, and especially who I am, especially. And whenever I realized myself when I was going back to Zetrum, I realized that I have a fang.
Alright.
This is like, when you and your friends say bye and then you leave the shop and then you both walk the same direction towards your cars.
Yeah. Yes, but instead of you going through the roads, I'm going through the forest. Like that scene in Twilight movie where those Edward Cullens, yes.
Oh yeah, I know exactly which scene you're talking about.
So basically, I'm just going to be Edward Cullening through the road, through both Villa Hinterland and also Endon Forest, all the way to Zetrum. I am trying to equipping myself a new set of armor right now. Seeing as the outfit that I wore and the weapon that I have right now doesn't really seem to suit me that much.
Alright. So Forsyth, where are you going?
Girl, I have no idea.
Or are you just following the majority, since majority of them are heading back to Zetrum?
Oh, everyone's heading to Zetrum. Okay, sure, I'll go to Zetrum.
Okay, just group. Alright. So, as you all part ways with Allevial and she heads to Harkon, we will get to you later. So, I think we'll start really quickly with Divan first so that we can finish your little section, because you said you need to hop off soon, right?
Yeah, like now.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, so I'll just run you through a very short scenario. So, I'm guessing once you arrive back to Zetrum and part ways with the others, you're heading straight to Icarus at the Palace of Glass.
Yes.
Alright, so you know where he stays. So, like, he is currently operating out of Istal's laboratory, and you find the space easily enough. And it is a very wide utilitarian location. Like, there are bookshelves that lines all of the walls. There are tables stacked with like papers and sheets, vials, and many different kinds of objects that you don't really know what they do, but gather that they're probably magical of some kind. There is a nice ornate desk towards the back of one side, very wide, and it has various equipment on it that looks to maybe be magical items, but there are also like ashes scattered across the surface. You don't really know why, but then you hear voices coming from inside, and you see that Icarus is standing there, clad in his usual purple robes, with his dark brown hair sort of like pushed back, and his beard a lot more kempt than it was the last time you met him. And standing next to him is High Imperator Condula Kratos, and they seem to be deep in conversation as you sort of like enter, and you catch like the tail end of Condula going, but wouldn't it feed back onto itself and cause a destabilization process? And then it goes, but that is what the Aya sigil is that we put here. It stabilizes the loop and causes it to turn in on itself, thereby providing more power at a much smaller size. Compact Big Bang, as the youngins call it. And then Condula is like, fascinating. You know, it is heartening to believe that arcane advancement from millennia ago is more advanced than what we have now. And then Icarus goes, oh, don't sell yourself short. You have achieved your advancement of your own. Just look at that over there. And it is then you realize that there is one of those steel legion that Condula had been bringing around with her. This sleek, almost panther-like creature made completely out of metal, just curled up in one corner of the room. And Icarus walked up to it. We've had automatons back in my era, but none as beautiful and as sleek as what you have been able to achieve. And that is when he noticed you. Devon, you're back. The High Imperator and I were just talking about, and then Condula will cut and go, I'm sure we don't need to trouble him with our science talk. And she sort of like stands up and heads in your direction and claps you in the shoulder that shakes your entire body. I see you're here to talk to our time-displaced Archmage. I'll leave you all to it. And then she will walk past you and head out. And then Icarus will sort of like adjust himself. He swished his hand and the door slammed shut. So I see you'll finish your business down at that farming village. Good, good, good. So I have visited this area where you said the enchantment resides, and I have discovered its inner working. It is not any one spell. It is a mixture of a couple, mass suggestion, intermingled with Gaia's and modify memory, built within the framework of an antipathy spell. It is very complex stuff, something that I hesitate to say of an immortal nature. I do not believe even the most advanced mage of my time is not able to mingle spells the way this individual does. Who is it that you are trying to meet here?
Well, this is an individual who I believe possesses a knowledge that I too wish to possess. Did you say immortal? Are you implying that this individual's years of immortality has given them such a strong grasp on magic this complex?
Well, perhaps immortal is the wrong word. It's just that I've not heard of any mortals capable of this kind of spells. And again, no disrespect to your time period, but the magic you all have now is way more primitive than what we have back then several thousand years ago. And even then, At the height of our strength, with all of my materials and components with me, I could not manage something like this.
Is it divine in nature?
I don't know. I didn't stay around long enough to sniff it out because even my very presence there, I could feel that enchantment press down on me. That is why I wanted to follow you, because now we are prepared. A simple mind blank spell would be able to shield us from its effects. I would very much like to meet this individual and see what or who they truly are. So, are you ready to go?
Yes, it seems like our goals are aligned in that direction.
Alright, great. Well, hold on to your britches. I hear that teleportation is very unpleasant for you people, but not for me. And then he claps his hand on your shoulder and you just teleport away. And I need you to just, make a general constitution saving throw to see if you're able to hold your bowels in for your very first time teleporting. As
Oh,
you
no.
sort of like pop into existence, you immediately double over and vomit onto the floor and goes, that's right, ride it
Yes.
out. The first time's always rough.
Oh, let's never do that again.
Well, we might have to teleport you back, unless you want to take the long way. We are very far away from the Salvira Empire.
I consent if you would like to knock me out first.
Understood. Now, let's go. And then he begins to walk, and you notice that the two of you are currently in the middle of a forest, and the terrain around you is steep, like going up the crest of a mountain. And so you begin to just walk through it. At one point, Icarus will go, so this knowledge you attempt to seek from this Enril, what is it?
Do I have your full confidentiality?
Of course, you and your companions freed me from a millennia-long petrification. It is the least I can do to withhold your secret.
I may have signed a contract by mistake, and I believe that Enril holds some clues to unmake this contract, because it would be very much my desire to see this contract void.
This contract, what manner is it? Infernal?
Indeed, it is.
Ah, yes, I've had my fair share of experiences with infernal contracts. The Lord of Lies, the demon god of my time, or rather the devil god of my time, is prone to forming contracts like the one that you're in. If this person can indeed free you from it, it would be for the best. And I think we're here.
Indeed.
And you look forward and you notice that right at the edge of almost like a small clearing, there is a modest single-story structure with attached roof and a small garden to the left that is surrounded by a short wooden fence. The house looks old but well maintained, like it lacks any indicator of the person that resides inside, and from the outside you can't see anyone around. And Icarus will turn to you and go, well, I've casted the mind blank on us before we arrived here, so I'll take your lead. And with that, we will get to what happened to you and Icarus at this cottage when you come back next session.
Okay, thank you. I do have to bounce.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Have fun.
Alright, and now we will move on to the others. So I think we'll start with A3 first. So, A3, you are now back at Zetrum. What are you doing?
Digest. No, I'm just.
Not again.
No. I guess I'm going to meet up with Empress Laurelyn and update her and find my spy network, see what they have found. They will probably give me some info.
Alright, so you meet up with Laurelyn, and again, you see her in her usual throne room holding an audience with a couple of people that is, has arrived to say their plight to, something like that game you described to me a while back.
Yep.
That's basically taking it, and then the moment you enter...
Petitions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. So as soon as she sees you arrive, she sort of like dismisses everyone and just have you here. Of course, Cothrian and Vesta is there. You know, Cothrian is her captain of the guards, and Vesta is her handmaiden, quote-unquote assassin that is sort of like her personal bodyguard. They're the only two left, along with a couple of knights that lingers along the edge of the throne room. You sort of like update her. Do you withhold anything from her, or do you tell her everything?
I tell her everything, but Nick, remember we talk about, I don't know if Pati remember or not. I put everything into my mouth. I can transport things. I did not digest it. I told Empress Laureline, do
Oh
you
no.
want to investigate the body that I've kept in my...
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yeah,
You remember, right, you guys?
Yeah, it's been a
I can
while.
transport things. Yes. So I did not tell anyone that I have it. They thought that I digested, but yeah. So I asked Empress Laureline if she wants to investigate the body or at least find out what's going on.
We do have mages within my court that is capable of speaking with the dead. It would be useful. Would you like to sit in on this session, or you have other matters to attend to?
I'm sitting in.
All right. And so that they bring you, or rather, Empress Laureline will bring you towards a more secluded section of the Palace of Glass. And then after a while, she summons one of her court mage. Actually, she only has one court mage, which is Istal. And as you meet up with him, he looks much healthier than the last you saw him when he was a captive of Meryl, the chosen of the Maiden of Wonder, who, you know, murdered his entire party. But now he looks much better. His finger that had been regrown by Icarus looks workable, and he's arrived. Ah, it's good to meet you again, Atri.
Likewise. I've seen you very well. Better, more like it.
Oh yes, a couple of days of recovery does the soul good. Now, you said that you have the body of the chosen of the Plague Bearer.
Yes, I do. I may need to transform into the snake and I'll regurgitate it out. If you do not want to throw up, you may turn around so I can do my thing.
Istal will nod, and then he just turns around. Empress Laureline just gives you a nod. I'm sure that she would have seen you regurgitate before.
Yeah, she's seen worse, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Then I take it out.
And then Istal, oh my, I'm glad I averted my eyes. The sound is nerve-wracking.
I turn back into A3 and I pat my lips with a handkerchief.
Alright, so Istal will look at you, Atri. Now, I'm sure you understand how the spell works. You can ask 5 questions. You have the questions prepared.
A bit complicated.
Alright, no
So,
worries.
yeah.
We'll just run through it one at a time. So, as soon as he has your go, it's going to weave the spell and cast it. A flash of green energy as his light glows as well. And then the green energy coils around Miramal's body, and then it starts to levitate, and then his eyes open. And then begins to look around. And then Istal looks at you and goes, you may ask your question.
Okay, so where is the soul of this person that you're inhabiting right now? Or I'm talking to the soul itself.
I will say as soon as the eyes fix upon you, even though it did not speak, the way it's staring at you, this is not Miramal. You have, with this Speak with Dead, instead of summoning Miramal, you summon the Plague Bearer instead. He has come in his stead because you remember what Plague Bearer said. Miramal's soul did not go to her.
They were asking where the soul is. Okay. When did they first know that the soul was missing?
When you crushed the life from his body, it did not come to me.
That's why you're inside there, right? I do not know as well where it goes, but do you have any clue where his soul might end up at?
I sense the soul of another chosen on you. That's why I came to free him. But you do not have him. Where is He.
Everyone's asking the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the hilarious part.
You could ask Empress Laura if she has any questions too.
Yeah, I would ask, like, Empress Lauren, do you have any questions that you want to ask?
She will look down at Mira. You are clearly not the mastermind behind this plot. Who is it that gave you your orders? The chosen of the dread tyrant. What is the name of the chosen of the dread tyrant? And then the plague bearer looks at her, and as she does, you can see that there is this humor that builds into her eyes, and then she Vire. And that is all she said.
Feelings?
Virre.
Oh, Vire. Okay.
Yes, and I need you to make a history check for me just to see if you recognize what that word means. Okay, 15 is good enough. So Vire, just from listening to the word, you know that it is a draconic word, and it is specifically a draconic word that means filth. And because you rolled 15, I'm sure you have research into like the different nations in Oris, right? In your time as a spy master for both the Kingdom of Cargos and the Silver Empire. You know that in the Iron Dominion, there is a location there known as the Rust Pit. And the Rust Pit is where the poorest of the poor people live in squalor. And Vire is a name usually given to the children there, for those who had no parents, whose life is so meaningless that they are just given the name filth. And if they are able to survive the first 5 years of their life, they can choose a name for themselves.
Okay, Iron Dominion. Okay.
One more question. Choose wisely.
You can either ask where is the chosen now.
How many chosen do they have?
As far as you know, each god can only have one chosen. And you all killed the chosen of the Carrion King long before this campaign. You all killed the chosen of the Maiden of Murder in episode 3, and you all just killed the chosen of the Plague Bearer. So that's 3 of the chosens of the Profane 4 dead. So there's only one left, which is the chosen of the Dread Tyrant.
Sorry, I'm writing now.
Yeah, but that is the one chosen that you all have never encountered before. You all faced off against the Dread Tyrant's cultists during your early days, but you never figure out who the leader is. They have gone to great lengths to cover their tracks.
So yeah, just ask. We're gonna ask, where is this dread tyrant now?
Oh, just so you know, if you
Okay.
ask where is
The
this Dread
chosen.
Tyrant, yeah, it
No,
will be...
not that one.
Yeah. Wait,
The
wait,
chosen.
because where's the chosen? The dead tyrant's chosen. That's what I'm trying to say.
And as you say
Sorry.
that, yeah, don't worry, I get it. Her eyes fixes on you, glowing that green, and for a second you can see the yellow of the Plague Bearer's color almost overwhelms the green, and then Miramal's face splits into this very wide smile, and he goes, "Here in the Solvira Empire." And then the spell fades, and then his body slumps back down onto the ground. And then you can see, as the spell fades, like Istal, wide-eyed, turns to look at Empress Laurelin, who is also just staring at the body. Istal, mobilize everyone. Search the cities. Find this chosen, now. Yes, Empress. And then he's going to leave. And then Laurelin is going to turn to you. You have your network. Do you have any leads at all as to their identity?
So far, no, but we will find out.
I am counting on you. And then with that, she is going to walk away. You are now left inside this dark room, deep in the bowels of the Palace of Glass, with the body of Miramal. So we will now move on to Forsyth. So you have followed everyone back to Zetrum, and then everyone sort of like scattered and went their separate ways. John split up earlier, decided to take the scenic route, and now you are back in Zetrum. So what are you doing as everyone sort of like go off to do their own thing?
I think that they want to meet with Zoro. They will find a place to stay, like a hotel or something, or like an inn, and try to call upon Sora?
This is actually easy enough. You sort of like check into like a simple inn that you find in Zetrum, and we'll just say that for that night it just costs you like, because you're within the more upper class section of Zetrum, it costs you 3 gold per night.
Okay, sure.
And the room is very nice. Like, it is a huge room with a king-size bed. It has a balcony. It has a very nice wardrobe, and also, you know, that the word escapes me now, you know, it is that desk with the mirror on it that, you know, those noble ladies do their makeup in front of.
A vanity?
Yeah, yes, vanity, yes, that's what it's called. Yes, there's like a vanity set along one of the walls, and curiously enough, a tree growing inside this room. There's a section of the side of the wall that is cordoned off, that is turned into a miniature garden where a small little tree has sprout, like maybe about 6 feet tall, and seems to be through arcane magic kept to that size to just be like the leaves don't fall.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
kind of freaky.
Yeah, it is a bit freaky and also extremely, you know, rich people stuff. So you sit there and you try to contact Silra.
Yes.
All right, so actually, you know what? Describe to me how you reach out to Silra.
I think that at this point, Forsyth is kind of mad at her. So they are curt in a way. But it's not something that hasn't happened before. So when they call Silra, there is this tone. It's kind of like a breakup tone where it's like, Silra, we need to talk kind of thing.
And you say that, like, or rather you think that, you send out that prayer, and you know that Silra heard you because you register her presence, and then you register her humor and amusement at your state, and then it's almost as if trying to spite you, she does not answer, and you do not know if she is deliberately not answering you or deliberately just putting you through, like making you wait.
Okay, I'm gonna send out another one where it's like, Silra, I'm serious. This time, we need to talk.
And then again, a very long pause. And then you feel her presence beginning to loom. And then, just as quickly as you felt like she was going to manifest before you, suddenly she immediately retreats, and you sense almost a quick little twinge of fear that was immediately suppressed. And then you feel a presence in your room, a physical presence, but it is not one you recognize. And then you turn from your concentration of trying to reach out to Silra, and you glance in the direction of this presence, and you see, stepping out from the tree, literally melding herself out of the tree, is an elven woman with long blonde hair, green eyes, and an angular face, and she's wearing this very nice robes, like the kind that the nobles in the Fey court wear, like this bright emerald green that is lined with blue and gold. And then she steps up, and she's about like maybe 6.5 foot tall, long tapered ears. And then as soon as she steps out from the tree, she straightens herself, puts her hand behind her back, and has that very patrician tilt of her chin, as if like she sees that you are beneath her. And she will say,
Okay.
Forsyth, you do not know who I am, but I come as a herald of the High King that you serve. We need to speak.
About what?
I am Kalaria, chosen of the High King of the Spring Court, and you have performed an act antithesis to the teachings and the morals of the king. He is a member of the Sethrion, the Fey Pantheon, and she begins to walk deeper into your room. And there has ever been a peace that exists between us and the Eighth Wind, the Celestial Pantheon. Thus, when a favored of the Beast Lord murders a chosen, even a former one of a celestial god, it can be construed as an act of war. Though thankfully, the curse that afflicted this former chosen prevented her green matron's sight from seeing her, and so identifying her murderer. And then she just looks at you.
I don't know what murderer you're talking about.
Do not play coy.
I'm not playing coy.
You know better than to lie to a chosen. Centuries ago, the Beast Lord, whoever avoids interfering in the affairs of mortals, saw potential in you and bestowed upon you his gift in the hope that seed of potential germinates into a mighty oak. And she stops in front of you where you're sitting, and she looks down at you. But now a parasite latched onto your root, a parasite you allowed in. And then she sort of like tilts herself like from her waist forward so that her face is right in front of you. You stand at the crossroad, Beast Lord's favored, and the choice you make now will inform your fate and the fates of those you hold dear, if indeed such individuals exist. Choose wisely. And then she straightens. We will not meet again. And then she turns around, and then she walks back towards the tree. What do you do?
I think Forsyth is going to, like, listening to all of this, they're feeling kind of conflicted. This is what they wanted to do anyway, so in a way, they kind of pause. They try to, like, stop Calaria, and they just go, wait.
She pauses and tilts her head towards the side, like acknowledging you but not turning to face you really.
The parasite, is it who I think it is?
If you need ask that question, you already know the answer.
Huh. Okay. I understand.
For your sake, I hope you do. And then she continues walking, and then she puts one hand on the tree, and then she melts into it. And then just as quickly as she appeared, she's gone. How does Forsyth feel in this moment right now as they're left alone?
Bruh, they're calling Sora again, being like, Sora, you better pick up now.
I would like you to roll me a persuasion check.
Bruh, if she don't respond to me, I'm gonna try again.
You just keep dialing 20 missed calls.
Like, quite literally, yeah. My deception is higher than my persuasion, which is quite funny.
Very in character.
Persuasion. Oh, that's a 22? 17 plus 5.
Not too bad. So as you sort of like begin to call out again, and again, you are made to wait quite a bit, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, until eventually, finally, you see the familiar shape of Silra walk, just fade into existence, like at the foot of your bed, and he goes, yes, I heard you. I just needed to wait for that bitch to leave. Now, what do you want? I don't remember you being so needy.
Sarah, we can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Maybe you can, but I can't.
And what, pray tell, do you think we are doing here?
It's me listening to you, and I don't want to, but I lost the one thing that was keeping me in check, and it was because you were around. You looked for me. Don't look for me again.
And as soon as you say that, you see a sort of like a smile opens on her face, but it's not the usual playful smile. It is the kind of smile that a predator has, as if they've cornered a prey, and then she begins to stalk and walk around the bed, heading closer towards you.
Don't see me again. Who do you think you are? Putting all of your choices, your actions on me?
Then she leans in close.
Everything that you've done, every acquiesce that you had towards me, you make those choices yourself. You could have walked away anytime you want. You could have chosen not to kill that poor innocent Arborea, but you chose to. Now that guilt rots you from the inside, you're going to pin all of the blame on me? No. That's not how this works. Asking me to stay away? You're nothing without me, and we're not done yet. Not by a margin. Now why don't you be a good pet and just enjoy the gift that I've given you, And I'll come knocking.
At this point, Forsyth is gonna stand up and kind of like meet Sora eye to eye and just go, I'm not blaming you, but you know full well what you're doing. You do it again and again, and every single time I fall for it. What do you even gain with me around here? Who am I in the array of people that you could be choosing? I can literally lead you. I can literally give you a replacement. I can give you someone else. I'm not blaming you. I don't want to blame you. I just want you to leave me alone.
And she gives you a long look. And then her mouth twists a bit, as if like she's considering something in her head that is antithesis to herself as a being. And then she goes, fine, I'll leave you alone. But mark my words. And then she leans close to you and, you'll come crying back to me soon enough. You always do. Swoosh! She fades away. And you are now left inside this inn with nothing but the wind and the tree in the corner of this room as company.
And on that note, we'll leave Forsyth to think about what has just happened, and we will move on to John. So, you are currently taking the scenic route going through the forested area, right, to head back to Zetram, the scenic route. You are currently walking through the forest. You're now in the Emdern forest now, and the trees grow tall above you, casting everything in shadows with just streaks of light in between breakage in the overhead brush above you. What is going through your head right now?
I'm trying to recognize the whole memory that I've been going through. Like this memory is not mine. I'm supposed to have my own memory. But the memories that I have, it's different from what I used to. It seems so long since I've breathed. I've lived for the most part. And just looking at my arms and my clothes, and just try to go all the way up until the limit of how far, how strong I can be.
So you're trying to push your body to the limit.
Yeah, like, can I be like this fast? Can I jump this high? Like, can I be like this, just like Naruto jumping? I don't know.
Alright, just make me a general strength, like at athletics.
Let's go.
Alright, not bad. So describe to me what feats is John able to perform as you dart your way through this forest.
But isn't John is just going to go through, just pulling out his claw, This is a different kind of John than what he perceived to what his memory used to juggle to. John being an half-elf previously doesn't have this claw, and all of a sudden he has this claw, and just jump all the way up onto the tree, and just like climbing like a spider monkey, and just jumping from tree to tree like as fast as he can. And in that way, John feels like, FKA John just feels like, this is weird. This is not exactly how John used to be. This fast, this agile, this strength, just different from what he used to think, from what he used to memorize.
You have an agility to your body that was never there before. These claws that grow from your fingers, the fangs and now lengthen your teeth, they were not there before. This is not this body, it's you. But who are you? How can you find out more? Why are you back? And again, running through the forest until eventually you come to the edge of all of it, and you see right across the river, hugging the mountain left, see the massive city of Letrum. It is familiar to you, but it is also familiar to you. Like, this place, you were here before. I would like you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
why intelligence saving throw, my guy?
Just to see if you are
Bro.
able. Okay. And you get flashes of imagery as you stand at the edge of this river, at the edge of this forest, looking across at the capital of this Solvira Empire. You feel visions and images flash in your head. See a land destroyed. You see creatures roaring, leathery wings. See blades cutting. See something lunging in your face. See blades. See entrails. You see blood. See yourself clutching your stomach. See a temple. See a masculine figure with black feathered wings. And then you fall forward. And for a second, your visions go black. And then all of a sudden, it comes back to you. And you are still at the river, but it is nighttime, pitch black. But see, the sight comes before you anyway. Your sight at night much better than it used to be for half-elf form. Seems that you have at some point passed out for a couple of hours. How does John feel as he sits by the riverbank?
I don't know. Probably John will going through all the memories, juggling to the memory how he was silly and how he was quite stupid, practically stupid at that time on his previous life. John will probably doing something stupid like just howling through the forest. Just trying to see any reaction, some sort.
Make an animal handling check for me.
What the-
Is a she-wolf.
My
Oh my
goodness.
goodness. Yeah. So you begin to howl, and you feel like there's a sense of familiarity with this. Like you have done this before, but it's just the edge of your memory, and you can see that there are a couple of animals that just scatters in the underbrush as you lunge through the air and you emit your howl. And through the edge of your dark vision, you can see your howl catches the attention of a pack of wolves. But as you lean in close, as if you felt like a kinship with them, they run away from you. And in that departure, you almost feel an abandonment take over you. And
Can I catch it?
you want to catch one of the wolves.
Yeah, and just suck on its blood.
Oh, you know what? Make me
God.
just make me
That's what vampires do.
make me an attack roll.
Bro,
Oh,
now I roll high.
yes. So you lunge. You know what? Just for this, because this is a cinematic moment, not a combat moment, I'll say you are able to, with your abilities, hunt down this entire pack and drink it of its blood. You just sink your teeth into it and just suck it dry, and then all of the other wolves attacks you as well. But you, in a flurry of bloodlust, tear through all of them, bathing in their blood. It's almost like you are losing yourself in the bloodshed. And as you partake in the sanguine feast before you, again, that familiar woman's voice pop in your head. Yes. You know what? I think I recognize. And if you are who I think, its fate is ironic to bring you back here. Me. And with that, the voice
Who's
fades
that?
again.
Who's that? Like Johnny Sin pheromone.
But there is no response, and before long, the bloodlust takes you once more, and you feast until the next day arrive. And so now we will cut to Alivial. You fly your way to Harkon. What is
Yep.
going through your head now? What is your plan to encounter with Desdin?
I know I need to be just like the two of us and make sure nobody else is eavesdropping. Because I know for a fact that he knows I carry the seed, the carry-on seed, and I would like to keep that hidden as long as possible. I do not want any information go back to the Golden City. So I am trying to figure out plans or contingency plan to make sure that the conversation I have with Destin will be just the two of us.
So that means you're not gonna look for your agents that you put in Harkon to spy on Destin.
I will ask them to be very far away when I talk to Destin. I'm scared they will eavesdrop in the conversation, and I was scared that it will also scare Destin away.
Alright. So you know where your agents that you stationed in Harkon is hiding out of. They're at this like abandoned house, like about a street away from the Sparrow's Tail, which is the inn that Destin is staying out of. Now this part of Harkon is a bit desolate, like hard times had fallen upon this mining village at some point, and this area, this district of the village is sort of like semi-abandoned. The place is a bit run down, and inside this house you meet up with two members of your agents that you've met with. They are from the Order of the Solar Shield, the paladin arm of the Golden Dawn, and they are Protector Larius and Gallant Jasper. So Larius is a SMR. He has golden hair with glimmering eyes that shows signs of his celestial blood heritage. And you know that within the Solar Shield, even though you are a paladin, you are not part of the Solar Shield because of your unique status as a Felmir, being the guardian of Krisai Sanctum. But the members of the Solar Shield, when they join, they have to give up their surname in order to be a part of it. And that's why, even though you are a fairly prominent member of the Dawnmother's Paladin, you do not have a rank, and which is in descending order from Sun Warden to Sentinel to Protector to Gallant. And so Larius is sort of like the one in charge here. And you can see Jasper, he looks a bit fresh-faced, like he was just recently blessed. Like his hair is a bit stringy. His face, he has that, that look of a teenager that is like in the middle of puberty. So his limbs are very long and he's very awkward in his body, but he still does the salute when you're here anyway. It's like, Madam Felmir, kind of thing. As you sort of like meet up with them, and as you sort of like tell them that you want them to stay away, Larius will go, "Are you sure about this? We do not know what Destin is capable of. He betrayed us to the god of undeath."
Well, the fact is that he knows that we're watching, and he wants it to be alone. The element of surprise is gone as we speak, and I wouldn't get past him if you were still to stay and keep a watch on him. He would, whatever meeting he wants to have alone with me will not happen, because he might sense that you are still around.
I don't like this, but you're in charge.
I also do not like this.
If I sense...
We might have... Oh, continue, sorry.
Okay. If I sense anything off at all, we're marching in.
While waiting, we might want to review the plan how to make yourself scarce next time, if you want to keep an eye on him.
And he sort of like frowns. What do you mean?
The fact that he can sense you all watching him, maybe we might need to figure out how to make sure that the next time we will keep an eye on him, he does not figure out that we are watching him. Something like that.
And you can see that he looks a bit embarrassed that he had been spotted, even though he is meant to be good at doing this kind of thing. For him to be just identified by the person that he is watching is sort of like a blow to his pride. And so he looks a bit flustered, but he allows you to leave. And are you just heading into the Sparrow's Tail?
Before Ellie steps inside to meet with Dustin, then I will send a prayer to Soliana in hopes that things could... Please may things go well. And whatever Dustin has in store for me, I pray very hard that I can overcome it.
You should already be on the map. So you approach now. This inn is pretty small and it looks like it has not been cleaned in many days. And so as you sort of like step up to the open door, you can see that there is a woman just currently sweeping the floor. And as soon as she sees you approach the threshold, she just gives you a weary look and just like, I just cleaned the floor.
Take out the cleansing stone and cleanse myself so that I won't be that dirty again.
She still looks peeved, but she just gives you a nod nonetheless. And also, you have control of your token.
Oh, yay! Okay. No. Okay, got it.
So you can see the inn, and as you enter, you can see that there is just that maid that is polishing the floor, and there's this one server that is walking around, but there is only 2 other people in this inn right now. You can see like there's a dwarven woman curled up towards the corner, and then there is a tiefling that's just there, both of them just sipping wine. Like, this is an extremely dead part of town. And then at the bar, which is where your eyesight is immediately drawn to, you see back facing you with a dark blue cape, someone dressed in the gold-plated armor of the Order of the Solar Shield, just sitting there, sipping on some wine.
I'm thinking, how do I get everybody out of the bar? Is it possible if I were to... Okay, wait, who's the head honcho of the bar?
You gather it's probably this guy right here, the one standing behind the bar.
If I were to pay everybody to get out, would that work?
I mean, how much are you forking up?
I was willing to fork out 100 gold for every people who to leave.
100 gold each.
For...
Holy
yeah,
shit!
Whoa, that's so much.
Like, just so you know, 100 gold for like common folk in D&D, that sets them for
Major
life. Like,
Major flex right there.
yeah.
It's because ever since the kerfuffle back at the town, Ellie's gonna try very hard to make sure not any civilians die again next time.
Alright.
He's gonna try harder. Try harder this time.
You know what? You don't even have to make a persuasion check. Everyone just instantly, like, the guy behind the bar, bar's closed, everyone, and he's just gonna walk away. And
I will now deduct. Oh my god.
yeah, that's 500 gold that you just spend over there. And then I'm guessing you're closing the door.
Yeah.
Desden does not react to you just offering gold to everyone and they all just leaving him. He just continues sitting at the stool at the bar, sipping his wine.
I'm going to make sure that there's nobody else left and making sure that we have absolute privacy, just the 2 of us.
You are fairly confident there is no one else here but you and him.
Okay.
So as you sort of like walk up, like when you reach the steps over here, you hear a as you see Desden slide a mug over here at the seat, as if to offer to you.
I'm on the job.
You're a loss. And then he grabs the wine and then he drinks it. And it has been a while since you've met Destin. And you can see this man like in his maybe 40s. Like he has this full stubble of brown beard and his hair is cropped short. And he has a fairly haggard looking expression on his face. Like his face lined beyond his age and his eyes is this piercing blue. But even then he looks at ease. Almost has a smile playing on the corner of his lips. You know, I'm surprised that you actually showed up on your own. I have expected you to march in here with the entire Order of the Solar Shield to put me in handcuffs.
I could make that arrangement if you so desired. But I assume you have a reason to speak with me privately.
Yes. In fact, I think I'm about to make your day. I know what grows in your shoulder. You've been feeling its influence of late, haven't you? It is slowly waking, slowly gestating. Before long, the Carrion King is going to gestate inside your body and hatch out of you, and would have birthed the demigod back into the world. I save you from fate. Question is, will you accept it?
I am willing to hear her out because I've been hearing a lot of people saying that lately, that they can fix the problem.
I'm sure you've known, was a faithful to the undead king. The Carrion King is his son. I know a ritual that will allow me to extract the seed from your shoulder without killing you, and with no harm to your soul. But You must be willing to accept it. It will not work on an unwilling body. Or rather, it will not work on an unwilling body and have that body survive the...
What's the catch? Because it sounds too good to be true.
There is no catch. You have decimated my cult. The undead king is dead. I merely want to spare what's left of the Carrion King before he goes the way of his father.
But I know for a fact, okay, out of character. I know for a fact that the seed has somewhat tainted my soul. But does he know that?
You don't know. Or rather, it doesn't taint your soul. It's more like it is weaved into your soul. And Destin said that he knows a ritual that can extract it from you without damage to your soul. Think of it as like, you know, someone gets stabbed in the heart. If you pull it out, the blood loss will kill them. He is offering a way to remove the blade without you bleeding to death. Basically, to put it in like a metaphorically speaking term.
How sure that it will work?
I am very confident.
Is he light?
You can roll an insight check. What did you roll? You have a lot of inspiration from me.
Okay, let me roll that one. I'll roll the other one.
Alright.
Okay, I'll use like one of my inspiration.
Okay, so with the 22, you are very confident that he is telling the truth. He wants this to succeed as much as you do. He wants the seed.
That's the thing. He wants the seed. And what he's gonna do with the seed is the one thing I'm worried about. What do you want with the seed? If that, let's just say that the ritual goes well, and you manage to successfully remove all influence.
You are a faithful of the Dawn Mother, right? Very devout.
Raise an eyebrow? Yeah.
Then you must frown against all things undead.
He didn't answer my question though. Like, what are you gonna do with the freaking seed though?
I intend to take the seed into myself and gestate the Carrion King myself. And then we will use that power to overthrow the usurper god that took what was rightfully Mordaz's. That Duchess of Blood that sits upon a throne that is not hers. The Carrion King reborn will reclaim his birthright. You have no stake in this fight. It is a war between and undead. Whomever wins this fight, you win.
Can he do that? Can he actually do that?
I mean, Dominica is a god, but the Carrion King is a demigod, and a demigod is weaker than a god. But the way Destin speaks, he sounds fairly confident that Mordaz would win. But you do not know where that confidence comes from. Because in a one-on-one fight, Dominica would crush Mordaz because Mordaz is a demigod.
Oh no.
So what will it be?
I want the Icarus to come through for this. To double my devil's my friend. Do I need to give the answer now?
I will not offer it again. I can wait. I can either take the seed from you now, or I can wait for the Carrion King to hatch out of you and then take it from you. Only one of those situations ends with you alive.
Yet. Okay. Ugh. You know what, YOLO, right? Sure. Fine. If I were to agree to this, please do not tell me we're doing it here, in this place.
I was going to bring you back to the room that I rented, but seeing as you've cleared everyone out, we might as well do it here.
Just so you know that I died once, and the seed has moved up one stage. Do you still believe that the ritual still work? Because right now, as far as I can tell, the seed is awakened.
I am fairly confident that the ritual will succeed.
Even though it has bumped up one stage, and it's coming close to fruition.
If you do not trust me to hold your life with any meaning, which I don't, it would be in my best interest that you survive, because if you die here right now, Dawn Mother's eye turn upon us, and we can't have that. So, the best
Oh.
situation for everyone involved is for you to give me the seed and for you to walk out of here alive and we never see each other.
I'm very offended that you agreed to this. I mean, John, you're not the Blood Countess anymore, aren't you? And you're not the old John now, aren't you? Let's get this over and done with. I can only hold back the people for so long.
Right. Get to it. And then
Oh my god.
he will walk up over here towards you. Hold still. And then he reaches. He takes out his greatsword, and for a second you tense. Then he turns it up and then he stabs it onto the floor next to him. And he looks at you and waits for you. And his eyes goes to the hilt of your Holy Avenger. He wants you to disarm yourself and put your sword away the same way he put his sword away.
I will disarm, but I'll put the sword not too far, but not too close to me. Like close enough for me to reach it in case Destin turn on me.
Alright. Now, you will feel a little prick. And then he reaches into his belt and then he pulls out this extremely wicked looking dagger. Jagged spikes and black onyx blade. Now, this will hurt a bit. You must withstand the pain. Do not move too much. I will try to not cause as much damage. It will just be a tiny scar. But if you move, I mean, depends. Do you like scars?
I mean, it
No.
comes with the job, isn't it? I mean,
I wasn't expecting you to answer it seriously. It was a rhetorical question. But anyway, please remove your pauldron.
oh my god. Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Because...
And then
Wait.
he holds
Yeah,
the
right.
blade and angles it at the scar where the seed of the Carrion King is gestating. And currently, you can see that the cut is like a very garish red and it sort of like pulses a bit. Like you have gotten used to it, but now that you are hyper focused on it, you can feel it beating a rhythm of its own heart. As Destin lines the blade against it, he takes a steadying breath, angles it, and then he begins to stab into it. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I need to pass this or purposely fail? That's a question.
You will find out after you roll.
Okay. Wait. Let me roll the other one. Oh no, I just want to see if I need to use inspiration. I'll use my second inspiration and do a 13.
Alright. So, as it begins to cut into you, you feel pain like you have never felt before. And your body just locks out like, "Ugh, ugh." You begin to clench your teeth so hard, you could have sworn that your teeth cracked from the pressure. Destin continues digging and digging and digging the blade deeper and deeper and deeper. And then the pain, it burns, it rips through your body. You hear a shout, but you don't know if it is you shouting or if it is something else inside your head shouting. And now I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. Everyone-
Holy shit, alright. You are able to maintain your consciousness with that wisdom save. But even as he begins to carve, you fall down onto your knees and he lowers down immediately with you as he continues to dig and dig. And then you hear this high-pitched squeal and you feel something begin to emerge from your shoulder. And you sort of like look down and you see Destin carving this pulsating tumorous mass that is just slowly coming out, and it glows with this like strange sickly red light with black veins riven through all of it, like just this pulsating thing. If you play StarCraft, right, you know those tumors that the Zergs lay? It looks something like that. Yeah, or you can say that it looks like a very fucked up fetus
Oh no.
that is about the size of your palm. And he begins to carve and your visions begins to sort of like blur as you fall onto your knees. And as you do, for a second, because of your 31, you are able to maintain consciousness. You can see Destin's eyes goes completely black as he starts carving this out. And you can see wisps of black shadows waft off of his body. And you cast your gaze above his shoulder and you see the shadow congregate behind him, and the light in this inn goes dark. And you see a shape lurking above him, something looming over him. This strange, spindly, twisted creature with long limbs and fingernails dragging along the floor. This long, slacked face with this opened maw that hangs as if it doesn't have a jaw, just staring with these white point for eyes, just looking as finally Destin extracts the dark sea out from you and he stands out and you and you step backward and Destin holds it, pulsing. Finally! And he wraps it around with his cape that he has, and the shadow fades away, and for a second you don't even know what you've seen. He looks at you, panting, recovering. You have done us a great service, Alivio Felmir. You do not even know it. Good day.
Hello.
We will not meet each other again. And then he is going to leave. And before long, he is gone as the door slams shut behind you. And as you sort of like process what you see, you think back to the shape above him. And then it hits you that you did not realize it before. That shape that looms behind him is the manifestation of Orthax, the Gaping Maw, Orcus's brother, and Destin was his chosen. And with that, we shall end this session right here. Thank you all for watching, and for the first time, I think our stream did not crash at all. So I consider that an absolute win. So thank you all for watching, and thank you Nova for being in the chat, being so hyped up. We will see you all for session 9 of Age of Titans 2. I will see you all soon. Bye bye!